I have quite a large soft spot for You, Me and Dupree. This was potentially the first rom-com I ever saw in the cinema. It's rated 12. It may have been one of the earliest 12 films that I saw. I think I was 14 when it came out. But until that point, I'd never really been interested in rom-coms. It was either this or Just Friends. And let's say this is my introduction to rom-coms. I'd say it did a pretty good job. So it was released in 2006, directed by Anthony Russo and Joe Russo, with a screenplay by Michael LeSieur. And a pretty incredible cast. Kate Hudson, Owen Wilson, Matt Dillon, Michael Douglas, Seth Rogen, Lance Armstrong, Bill Hader. Really enjoyed the cast. I think this was also my introduction to Owen Wilson, to the best of my knowledge. Unless one of the Night at the Museum films were out before this. Top of my head, can't remember, but this is pretty good. And basically, it centres around Dupree, played by Owen Wilson, and he crashes at the house of his best friends, Molly and Carl, and he's outstaying his welcome. They're newlyweds. He was the best man, and, you know, he's outstaying his welcome, and it's all about the couple kind of trying to live their lives with Dupree, completely oblivious to his own imposition, staying in their house, taking advantage, not nastily, he doesn't mean to take advantage, he just doesn't really realise that he's in the way. And, you know, his behaviour just increases, he starts to do things that are just really not acceptable. And it's all about kind of wondering how they're actually going to get Dupree out of the house. I like it. The tagline's Two's Company, Dupree's a Crowd. Cheesy, and I like it. I really do like this film. I think the casting works really well. Owen Wilson as Dupree is great. I think, you know, it's a pretty basic character, by which I mean, I think pretty much any actor could play this role. But Owen Wilson just feels like he was born for this role. He just fits the character so well, and I really, really like his performance in this. Ironically, although it is a rom-com, given the situation, it's not the most romantic, because Dupree gets in the way of a lot of that, and I like it. It's good fun. It's really entertaining. If you haven't seen it, definitely give it a watch. I do have a soft spot for it because it being one of my early introductions to rom-coms. But I actually really like the narrative. I think it's great. The character development is really interesting, particularly for Dupree, since his character seems to get a lot worse and more imposing before he gets better. It's good fun. It's not the most predictable. Having said that, it's not full of twists and turns, but it is engaging and entertaining. And if you like this kind of film, I think you'll be really, really pleased with You, Me and Dupree.